Positions on some issues like
oh yeah, October 22nd, they help support that, yeah.
I want to see here with StarChild, and I just wanted to kind of get an idea of how you got involved with Ron Paul, or how'd you hear about him, and why Ron Paul, you know?
Sure, absolutely. But first of all, I just want to say, you know, we're here at the Summer of Love anniversary in San Francisco. It's absolutely a beautiful day. The vibe of the crowd, though, is a little bit mixed, I think. You know, it's kind of not as peace-loving, hippie feeling as I was hoping and expecting it might be.
Some of it's kind of aggressive,
right?
right?
It's very hot. But I mean, one of the reasons it's hot is people are wearing too many clothes.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't see enough loving going on. This is supposed to be about free love. People are peaceful. I don't see a lot of violence or bad vibes. Just people aren't into the spirit, the energy of it. So Ron Paul, yes, I've been a libertarian activist since roughly around 1992. I actually registered libertarian in '90, but I didn't fully kind of come around. It was kind of I'll save that story. But the first time he ran, of course, was 1988 as the Libertarian Party presidential candidate. And I heard about that as soon as I started getting active in the party. I really, looked at the past history of it.
You might have to talk a little louder over here.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's loud out here, and I'm soft-spoken sometimes.
That's okay.
So, I was supporting him, of course, from the beginning that he started running for president to win the Republican nomination. I'm not going to switch party registration, I don't think. I mean, unless, I don't know. I don't.
Unless a miracle occurs?
But, yeah, I mean, no, I think actually, if it's a miracle, we're the miracle. The people are the miracle. And that's the beautiful thing about this campaign. I really think this is something new in politics that's happening. Flash mob type thing on a larger political scale.
Yeah, we just had like a little peace train going through there. So.
I mean, the potential of meetup, with a candidate that has that message, which has been ignored and suppressed for so long. The two-party cartel. Now someone broke through. Wait till this motorcycle.
But just the whole message of going back to community autonomy, local governance, taking care of ourselves, not relying on the federal government. I think that's been really a trigger for a consciousness in a revolution. Really.
Yes. Those are some very good points. There's a book I just started reading actually, called Community Technology by Carl Hess. He was the guy who coined the speech that Barry Goldwater gave about moderation in pursuit of.
Extremism in the pursuit of liberty is no vice.
That was the ending, but and moderation in the pursuit of justice is no virtue. Anyway, so he wrote the book introduced by Carol Moore, who's still a Libertarian Party activist, about how neighborhoods can kind of come together and get more autonomy on a small scale.
More autonomous zones,
One thing that I'm interested in San Francisco is trying to start sort of a neighborhood group, but it would be Neighbors for Property Rights, or NPR.
Oh, wow.
And it would exist of both residents and merchants and groups like that who would either pay an annual fee or they would volunteer a certain number of hours, and the way you'd volunteer would be by going to hearings and testifying in favor of people wanting to make changes to their homes and businesses and the community where it's public space. You know, I mean, if people own all of the, we don't want government being able to control like what gets put, say, on the street. If you want to draw a beautiful painting on the street, you know, I mean, if someone thinks it's a safety hazard for driving or something, they can take that through a due process.
Yeah, ask the people who actually walk the street and live on the street, you know, instead of the people who are sitting up in their, you know, ivory towers, you know. Yes. I mean, that's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've been hearing a lot about Kucinich around here. So, like, if it was a toss-up between Paul and Kucinich, why Paul over Kucinich?
Why Paul? Dennis Kucinich, you know, I think his intentions are good compared to the Democrats and Republicans who are in power, by and large.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's grasped the lesson that we've seen of trying to impose these top-down kind of systems on people. Even when the causes are good, if you do it by means of aggression, it's going to create bad vibes and problems for the whole society, and it's going to hurt the people on the bottom the most.
Yeah.
And I think Ron Paul understands this, and more than any other politician at his level, by far.
I mean, you can still have, you know, socialized medicine within the community if the community votes that way, or you could have free market health care if the community votes that way, and people don't get it. Like, if you had a truly free market, you could have public programs competing with private programs, but it would be more of a local thing, you know, that's the only difference. So
sometimes I think that we shouldn't really even be talking about socialism versus capitalism, or even socialism versus free markets, although these are useful ways to describe historical and everything.
Well, that's what you hear around here, you know.
But I think, you know, what it really comes down to is voluntary and involuntary. That's the distinction I'm interested in, you know. I mean, if it's voluntary, I may not personally want to do it or agree with it, but people should be free to do it if
they could opt out.
Harm to someone else. And there are some, you know, gray areas that need working out. Like, you know, how far does someone else extend? I mean, I think that animals, for example, shouldn't be tortured, killed, but maybe having full rights to them isn't the precise answer. Maybe they just need some sort of legal protection.
Yeah, all life.
As part of the libertarian framework. Yeah. To the degree that it's conscious, I think that it's capable of feeling, experiencing things, thinking. Anyway, I'm totally rambling.
No, that's good information. I'm really glad you talked about that. So. But thank you. I just wanted to kind of get an idea of. I saw you carrying the Paul material. So yeah, thank you very much.